Today is DWV check day. It is March 2nd, 2025. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up these little girls that are on the ground. Oh, she's still alive a little bit. She was hanging on to the shingles. So what I do is I got these shingles down here from when I did my roof. I kept them all. And I use them for all kinds of things. It's amazing. Bordering. So all this whole area here where the bees are, I put those down so it stays nice and clean, keeps the weeds, from growing, and I'm able to. There's an ant. So I'm able to see just, oh, she's alive? Or is that being eaten by an ant? I think she's being eaten by an ant. So what I'm doing is she's still alive too. These ants, they come around and they feed on these dead and dying bees. The next thing, there's colonies everywhere of ants, and so sorry girl, she buzzed my head like, you're in my way, get out of the way. And so what I do is I'll pick them up, and these bees, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm busy. And I look for deformed wings. Oh, she landed on my head. She says, if you're not gonna get out of my way, I'm just gonna land on you. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Yeah, go up to your hive. She landed on the back of my neck. I swished her off. I didn't kill her though. She kind of landed on her back and struggled to get back up. And then once she got back up and grabbed her bearings, she flew back up to the hive. So what I'm doing is, yeah, there's quite a few girls that are out, are on the ground, and they're still alive, but they're dying from exhaustion or they've got some sort of virus. They got a hold of some pesticides on a flower or whatever, and sometimes they just die of old age. They reach the end of the cycle. So all these girls here so far, they don't have any DWV, deformed wing virus disease. And so there's my animals over there. They were just bumping heads with each other. They just love each other. A kitty cat. Hey, Whiskers. Whiskers. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Ginger. How you doing? How you doing, huh? How you doing? So, yeah. So what I do is I just keep picking these. Yeah, all these girls. Looks like they're still kind of barely hanging on to life. She's still moving around a little bit. Yeah. She's got a big, hairy coat on her. She's got a big coat. I don't know if you can see that or not, but if you look, if I can get it right, you see that big coat, thick coat that she's got. That's a winter coat. In summer, they don't look like that. There's hardly nothing. In the winter, they got that nice furry coat. Pretty thick. Those are winter bees. Those are going to die off soon, and yeah, there you go. Her wings look okay. So in the past I would put some back in, not all of them, because it'd be rainy and cold and they're out there looking for food, and so I'd pick them up right out of the water and blow them in my palm of my hand, bring them back to life. Sometimes I'd have 20 in the palm of my hand. Pick them up, put them in my hand. They'd all start, usually all of them will start moving around. They look like they were dead. They start moving around. And keep going. Oh, did I ever get stung doing that? No, not in rainy season, but in the spring when it wasn't raining, I tried to do that. Yeah, I got stung right there. Was that the last time I did that? No. But it was the last time I got stung on my lip. I learned to read their behavior better. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, girls. Yeah, I know you're busy. Okay. So I'm just gonna pick up all these bees, and so this bee season. So I haven't been stung in the last year. I've had these girls for, well, next month it'll be a year, and not one bee sting. Luck maybe. I mean, I'm out here all the time. Most days I'm out here checking on them, and it's called pampering. So pampering is there's some diseases going around. In fact, they don't even know this. Some of the die-offs they can't figure out. This guy I saw yesterday, he had, I think it was 30 hives in his apiary, and out of those he only had, what was it, 30? Anyway, he had an 83% die-off. He only had 3 hives left. 2025 right now. So I felt kind of lucky that I went into the season with the winter with 1 hive, and they're actually doing really, really good. Because I'm doing what's called babying. I'm pampering them, right? Making sure all the time they got enough food. Making sure, looking to see if there's any kinds of diseases that might be causing them to die off in large numbers. Some sort of fungus in the hive. Maybe I need to do something in the hive to reduce some sort of fungus. So I do, most days I'm out here and I'm pampering, I'm babying my bees, because there's something happening, so we got to pay closer attention daily to, in my opinion, we need to pay closer attention daily to what is going on in the hive. And if we can catch something very early, then we have a better chance of saving the hive. The backyard beekeepers in America, probably worldwide, I don't think we're unique. We're doing the best right now overall in bee retention, because we have a more of a tendency to baby what we have. Look at them really close most days, and just see how they're doing on a regular basis. Make sure they got enough food, make sure they got enough protein, make sure there isn't something weird getting into the hive, some sort of infection, some sort of animals, whatever. Because even ants, if you get a colony of ants, sorry girls, yeah, you get an ant infection, that can cause your hive to do what's called abscond. They just all say, you know what, they just don't want to deal with the ants. The ants will just get in there and make a home in there even. So yeah, it's not that many. I've come out here in the last, I think it was a couple months ago, 3 months ago, and there was thousands of them dead on the ground. And the reason why was because that was the fall bees, and they were dying off, and the winter bees were hatching out. And so those are the furry ones. They were hatching out, and the fall bees were dying off because they were going to die anyway. So they just kind of basically did a mutual suicide. They just left the hive and accumulated out here by the thousands. I don't know, maybe 5,000. I don't know. There was a lot. I picked them all up. In fact, this isn't even half, because a lot of them fly away to die. So you can see in here, this is all bees. These are the ones that I was saying that they're all out here. This bag is full of bees. Right, and so I have no DWV today that I can see. The wings look healthy. Hi girls. They're doing an eyeball flyby. Zoom. Okay. So I'll be dumping all these girls in here, and here's the ones I collect. So these are the ones I've collected. I put them in. There's quite a few I put in there that are dying, because if I was to just pick them up and they're still alive and put them back in there, could be the reason why they're out could be because they have some sort of infection, and they don't want to infect the rest of the hive, because the hive to them is number one. And so they'll leave the hive if they don't feel right and come and drop themselves down here. And the last thing you want to do is put an infected bee back into the hive to continue to infect the hive. So I avoid putting bees back into the hive just because they're alive. If they can't make it up there by themselves, they ain't gonna make it. Yeah, I'm with them. Protect the hive first, right? So I'll be taking all these girls. Now you're asking, now what's that boy gonna do with all those bees in that cup and in that bag? What's he gonna do? Well, I'm gonna dig a little tiny hole, say a few words. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And so, yeah, but I will dig a little hole and bury them. They'll turn into fertilizer. Plant something there, right? Indians used to bury fish and they had bumper crops right in that soil. And so, it's kind of slow today. It's cold. Hi there. Oh, there's a dead girl there. Yeah, so it's kind of cold, so they're not as active today. And so, I mean, they're active around my earlobes. Oh, that girl looks tired. Are you gonna die right there, girl? Yeah, you don't look well. Yep. So I'll just leave her to her own fate. And so that's kind of it today. This was a DWV check, and I gotta say, I think that's the best check yet. As far as DWVs, I've seen some that kind of looked like they had some deformed wing, like something was going on. But I don't see that today. Is this thing gonna stay right here? I don't know. I just don't know. So today looked good. Is this thing gonna fall? Yes, it's gonna fall. Got it on a foam. So today looked good, and so I'm kind of happy with today. Buzzing by my eyeballs. Like, this boy, he's always in the way. But I gotta tell you something about bees. All right? Tell you something about bees. Something about bees is they can recognize their owner. Now you're thinking, that's impossible. Yeah, so a lot of studies have been done on that. And so these girls, since they've been born and coming out and navigate, and they see me around, they can actually imprint on my face, facial features. And if someone was to come around the hive that they didn't have an imprint, it's kind of like your dog, your cat, they get an imprint on you, and they recognize you as part of the collective or part of the hive or the pack, or right. So bees have that kind of a sense. They have around 100 million neurons, and I think it was like 300 million synapses, so in their brain. So they can think. I've watched them. They can think. They got things going on. Now, is it enough to where they can build a rocket and go to the moon? Of course not. Neither can a dolphin or a chimpanzee. But you get my point, I think. So they look good today. No DWV located or found or discovered, and that's a good thing. The deformed wing virus can really take out your hive. There's a lot of things that can take out your hive. But from what my experience with 2023, I've seen so many thousands and thousands of my bees in 2023 that had that DWV. For me, from my experience, that's what took my hive out, was that particular strain of DWV. Anyway, that's my beehive experience today. And I'll be doing lots of splits and all kinds of different things. And if you can subscribe, thumbs up, that'd be great. I only got one joke today. It's a good thing we discovered crowbars. Yeah, the crows, they don't have to drink at home anymore. They just go to a crowbar. Yeah, right. Thumbs up, subscribe. You have a good day.